What's up guys, this is Nick from Supermoon Studios, and we're back today with another super quick camera tip. Now today we're going to be talking about f-stop and aperture. Now f-stop is actually controlled by the lens that is attached to your camera, not the camera itself. Some lenses may have digital control that can communicate with something like a higher end cinema camera or something like a mirrorless, and most of the time most DSLRs can read the f-stop data of the lens you are using. Now what does f-stop actually do? F-stop controls the level of light that is let in through your lens. If you're using a lower f-stop, you are letting in more light, and therefore you will have a more narrow range of focus while you are shooting videography and photography. Aperture is measured in these f-stop values, ranging from around 1.4 all the way up to around f22 on most camera lenses. Now, aperture levels, again, are controlled by this f-stop value, which means that the level of light that is let through that hole in your sensor controls how much focus you get and how much light you get in your sensor. Again, utilizing f-stop values with your shutter speed and your ISO level, you have even more control over how much light you get in any given image. Now, if you are trying to capture a group of subjects and you want to keep all of them in focus, you'll shoot at a higher f-stop value to make sure that you are letting less light into the lens and therefore distorting your focus less. When you are shooting group photography or group videography, you would shoot at a higher f-stop value with a higher ISO level or shutter speed to compensate for that extra exposure that you are losing. Now, in most lenses, at low f-stop values, you will be able to create a blurred depth of field in the background of your subjects. So if you are going for more portrait photography, where you want your subject in the foreground to be in focus and your background to be blurred, you would use a lower f-stop value. Now, most higher end cinema lenses also create this bokeh or circling effect on the lights in the background of your images. That's what you see in a lot of cinematography today. Now, this bokehing effect can be stronger or weaker depending on how zoomed in you are on a telephoto lens or the higher end glass that you are shooting on. So again, what does all this mean? Your f-stop value, you turn it up to increase your range of focus, you turn it down to narrow your range of focus and get a blurred depth of field in the background, or bokehing or circling effect in your light sources. When you turn your f-stop up, you will again lose some exposure and light value, resulting in a darker image. When you turn it down, you will be able to let more light into the lens, therefore more light into the sensor, giving you a greater exposure value. And again, utilizing f-stop, shutter speed, and ISO, which we have already gone over in these super quick camera tips, you will be able to control exactly the exposure value that you are looking for in your image when you are shooting photography or videography. Thanks so much guys, this has been another super quick camera tips, and we will see you next time.